to be self-critical, but we want to work with them. We've got to work with government and our communities. It's in our hands. I want to ask Aslam Tofi, Nadim Hendricks.
What I'm going to do, unfortunately, Cameron, I'm not going to be able to have all of them. Young lady, Robin Peterson, I think she's a former rugby player as well. Yeah, but I'm saying we can't have all 5 of them, so let's choose which one.
Thanks, Toby. So my name is Aslam Tofi. If I stand up, I'm going to block this view here, so I'll just be seated. Hi, Peter. I want to talk about transformation. Transformation for us is not about black and white. Transformation for us is about the hunger, the poverty, the drugs, the gangsterism in our townships. There we should start at schools level and transform. But let me come in here. I don't want to be part of a system of self-indulgence which served the ego of only a few, that has led to these situations of inequality and injustice in this country, that led to the system that we have today in sports, especially in rugby. This is unacceptable. There must be, and I stress, there must be another way that is dignified and based on real integrity and fairness and equality to realize our dreams and the dreams of our founding father, Nelson Mandela, to make this country truly a rugby nation. And I don't want to be seen as the be and end of all. Yep. After all, I'm an activist. I'm an activist and I'm a critical thinker. But really, it is heart-wrenching and inspiring narrative of a young man, Rudy Page, who is faced with troubles that so many face in our society, crumbling under the weight of the lack of opportunity and equality and corrupt administration. Yeah. And we have learned how to overcome our struggles and problems to be the best that we can to ourselves and the best that we can be our sport.
Aslam, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut you there. Let's have Robin quickly. Robin, young lady, speak to us. You play rugby. We're sitting here today, we're talking about opportunities that youngsters like yourself are crying for. Quickly, 30 seconds.
As you said, good evening. First of all, I am Robin September. I'm 16 years of age. Well, 3 years ago, I started playing provincial rugby. Ever since I've been in the SWT team, that's in George. So I'm from Heidelberg. I have to travel 3 hours to get to George for trials. If I don't get to trials, then I won't be in the team. So obviously, sacrifices I make. The children on our school, there are huge numbers of talent, but we don't have the facilities. So that's why some are in a national team where we stay at provincial, maybe just club, and we don't get the facilities that they get. There's a lot of poverty, gangsterism, and everything in our community that decreases us to reach above our circumstances, because not everybody has a huge self-esteem to say, like, I can do this, I can do that. They need the support, the encouragement for us to be professional rugby players as we ought to be.
Thank you very much, Robin. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. We've literally got a minute, I've been told. There's one thing, Coach, and I think you, the audience, I'd like to share with you. This is a team, 15-man team, strictly black players, players of color that could possibly, a lot of people say, represent South Africa. I'm doing this because we'd like to take the conversation further. As you can see there, at number 1, he has Lizo Koboga at prop. We've got Skaran Tuben then Trevor Nyagani, Cornel Hess, Luvuiso Lusaseni, Sia Kolisi at 6, Opa Mahoja at 7, Nizam Khan at 8, Rudy Page at 9. Everyone's been speaking about the importance of him. Elton Yankees at fly half, Brian Obana, Yuan de Jong, Lionel Mapu, Lwazim Vovo, JP Peterson. Now, this is a totally 15 African team that a lot of people can say can take on the best of the best and even beat the current Springbok team as it stands.
There are better players on the other side too. I can see the coach is white.
No, this is the team chosen by Clinton Penneberg. So we have to give credit to him. He's a former journalist as well. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave it there. They're telling me we run out of time. But that's just a look, Coach, and to our audience of what can be done. And hopefully we take the conversation further, because it's not about, as you said at the top of the show, about throwing stones and saying this, how bad Surrey are, but starting a conversation going in as far as this is concerned. This has been a live broadcast coming from our Sea Point studios. We speak in rugby, transformation, and all things good and negative. Unfortunately, I have to hand you back to our Johannesburg studios. From us at Sea Point, good night.